She might seem sweet, confident, charming, maybe even empowering, but something deep down doesn't feel right. You walk away from conversations confused, emotionally drained, questioning your own worth. You may have just encountered a narcissistic woman. Today we're exposing the signs, not to judge, but to protect your peace. Welcome to Sugar Bytes News, where truth meets discernment. Let's dive into the 7 telltale signs of a narcissistic woman with spiritual and emotional insight you won't get anywhere else. Drop a comment if you've ever dealt with one. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. This truth might just save someone's mental health. What is female narcissism? When most people hear narcissist, they think of a loud, arrogant man in a suit. But narcissism wears many faces. In women, it can be elegant, passive-aggressive, maternal, sexy, empowered on the outside, but manipulative underneath. Narcissistic women often weaponize emotions, relationships, and femininity to control and dominate, subtly and socially. Let's break down the signs. Sign 1. She constantly needs praise. Whether it's her looks, her career, or how spiritual she is, she needs validation like air. If she doesn't get it, she'll pout, guilt-trip, or stir up drama. Narcissistic women have fragile egos wrapped in fake confidence. They don't seek connection, they seek admiration. Proverbs 27:2 says, "Let another praise you and not your own mouth." But she can't help it. She has to be the center of attention. Sign 2. She plays the victim. She's always the one who was done wrong. Her ex, toxic. Her boss, jealous. Her friend, envious. You'll rarely hear accountability from her. She shifts blame and spins emotional sob stories to gain sympathy. But here's the catch. She causes the chaos, then cries about the fallout. It's emotional manipulation disguised as innocence. Sign 3. She's overly competitive with other women. To a narcissistic woman, another woman's win is her personal loss. Instead of supporting others, she'll downplay their success or compete subtly. "Oh, that's cute. I did something similar last year, but bigger." She might even copy someone's style, ideas, or brand, just to outshine them. It's a game of one-upmanship, and in her mind, there can only be one queen. But real queens fix each other's crowns, not steal them. Sign 4. She lacks genuine empathy. She acts concerned, but she doesn't feel it. You'll notice it in how she responds to your pain. She may rush your healing, change the subject, or bring the conversation back to herself. When you're hurting, she's either annoyed or bored, unless it serves her narrative. Empathy requires connection, and a narcissistic woman only connects to control. Sign 5. She has a fan club, not friendships. Her friendships feel more like a fan base. People are either admirers or enemies. She doesn't do equal friendships, only followers. If someone dares to call her out, she'll cut them off and rewrite the narrative so she stays the hero. Watch how she treats people who no longer benefit her. That's the real her. Sign 6. She uses her femininity as a weapon. She knows her power, her beauty, her body, her charm, and she uses it, not to bless, but to manipulate. Whether it's flirting for favors or twisting scripture to justify bad behavior, she moves through the world with a seductive, selfish spirit. The Bible talks about this type of woman in Proverbs 5, alluring, persuasive, but destructive. She does not ponder the path of life. Her ways wander, and she does not know it. Sign 7. She spiritually gaslights you. She might be in the church, quoting verses, speaking Christianese, but when confronted, she'll twist scripture to defend her behavior, not to seek correction. She'll say, "You're judging me. God knows my heart. You're just intimidated by a strong woman." But really, she's hiding behind faith while wounding others emotionally and spiritually. This is spiritual abuse, and it's real. Why it's so hard to walk away? Narcissistic women can be magnetic. They're fun, confident, powerful, until they're not. They mirror your personality, charm your circle, and make you question your own instincts. But once you see the signs, you can't unsee them. That uneasy feeling in your spirit, that's discernment. Don't ignore it. The spiritual side, Jezebel spirit. Explained, some narcissistic women are operating under what the Bible refers to as the Jezebel spirit. It's a spirit of control, seduction, and rebellion, using charisma to manipulate and emotions to dominate. Revelation 2:20 says, "You tolerate that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophetess and leads my servants into sin." This spirit isn't about gender. It's about influence. And it's wreaking havoc in relationships, churches, and social media today. How to protect yourself and heal. If you've been affected by a narcissistic woman, stop explaining yourself. She doesn't want to understand. She wants to win. Establish strong boundaries. No more access to your peace. Get support. Don't suffer in silence. Pray for clarity and healing. God will restore what she tried to steal. And if you recognize these traits in yourself, be brave enough to surrender them to God. There's grace, there's freedom. But healing starts with honesty. Closing words. You're not crazy, you're called. If you felt unseen, unheard, or manipulated, you're not crazy. You are in a spiritual battle disguised as a friendship, relationship, or mentorship. But God is your healer. He is your defender. And He's waking you up for a reason. Drop a comment, "I choose peace." Share this with someone who needs their eyes opened. And subscribe to Sugar Bytes News, where we call it out with truth, love, and boldness.